Let's talk about speaking, one of the most important, yet often the most intimidating, parts of learning a new language. Hello, welcome to our community, where every learner is valued and every voice matters.
I'm Steven, and with me is my co-host Plamady. Together, we're here to guide you on your English journey. We know learning English can be tough, but you're not alone. We've both been there, and we understand the challenges you face. We're here to help you feel confident when you speak English, no matter your starting point. Today we're tackling a problem many English learners face, understanding a lot but struggling to speak when it counts. If you can read, listen, and understand, but freeze up when it's time to talk, you're not alone. This is a common experience for learners everywhere. This is normal, and it's not your fault. It's something almost everyone goes through at some point. Most schools focus on grammar and reading, not real conversation. That's why so many people can understand English but struggle to speak it fluently.
Today, we'll break down why your speaking isn't as strong as your listening or reading, and what you can do to change that. It's like having a car full of gas, but never starting the engine. You have the knowledge, you just need to put it into action. We'll talk about the fears and habits that hold you back and how to overcome them step by step.
Our goal is simple, to give you hope, encouragement, and practical tools you can use right away, and to show you a clear path forward so you know exactly what steps to take next. You can become a fluent, confident English speaker. It's possible for anyone, including you. It's not impossible, you just need to change your approach and practice in the right way. Speaking is a physical skill, like playing a sport or instrument. The more you practice, the better you get. You can't learn guitar by reading about it, you have to play. The same goes for English, you have to speak. Speaking English is the same. Real progress comes from real practice, not just theory. Let's get ready to start speaking. Let's do this together, one step at a time. Why is it easy to understand but hard to speak? Listening and reading are passive. You receive information. Speaking is active. You create and express ideas in real time. It's like watching a concert versus performing on stage. In school, you probably spent hours reading and listening but very little time actually speaking. That's why your speaking muscles are weak. The system trained you to be a passive English user, not a communicator, but you can change this. Start training your speaking muscles today. Shift from passive learning to active practice. Even a little daily speaking makes a big difference. You're not lacking ability, you just need the right practice. Let's get those speaking muscles working. The number one reason students don't speak: fear, especially fear of making mistakes. That voice in your head says, what if I sound silly? What if my grammar is wrong? This fear can freeze you. It often comes from school, where mistakes meant bad grades. But perfection is impossible. Even native speakers make mistakes. Mistakes are not your enemy. They're your teachers. Every error is a chance to learn. Children learn by making thousands of mistakes. So, feel the fear and speak anyway. Give yourself permission to be imperfect. The more you speak, the faster you'll improve. Your goal is communication, not perfection. If you're understood, you've succeeded. Focus on connecting, not on flawless grammar. Many learners get stuck focusing on grammar and textbooks. They think memorizing rules will make them fluent. But speaking isn't an intellectual activity, it's a skill. In real conversations, you don't have time to think about grammar. Fluent speakers don't analyze rules, they just speak. They've heard correct patterns so often it's automatic. That's how you learned your first language, by listening, not by studying grammar books. So put the textbooks away. Listen to easy, understandable English every day. Let grammar patterns enter your brain naturally. When you listen enough, you'll start to feel what's right. Speaking will become automatic. Practice real conversation, not just grammar exercises. Even as an English teacher, I struggled to speak Spanish. It was humbling to realize that despite my experience teaching, I was just as nervous as any beginner when it came to speaking a new language myself. I could read and understand, but speaking terrified me. My mind would go blank and I worried about making mistakes or sounding silly. I remember trying to ask for water in Mexico. My heart was pounding and I almost said nothing. The words felt stuck in my throat and I hesitated, afraid I'd get it wrong. But the shopkeeper understood me anyway. He smiled, nodded, and handed me the water, even though my Spanish was far from perfect. That's when I realized communication matters more than perfection. People appreciate the effort, not flawless grammar.
Kristen had a similar experience learning French. She spent hours studying, but speaking out loud was a whole different challenge. She was too shy to speak at first, even though she understood everything. The fear of making mistakes held her back. But she forced herself to say just one thing at a conversation group. It was a small step, but it took real courage. The group welcomed her, and her confidence grew each week. Each time she spoke, it got a little easier. The first step is the hardest, but it's the most important. It opens the door to progress and new experiences. Every small victory builds your confidence. Celebrate those moments. They add up over time. Don't wait to be perfect. Just start. The journey begins with a single word, a single step. Everyone begins as a beginner. No one is born fluent, and every expert was once a novice. Take that first step, no matter how small. You'll surprise yourself with what you can achieve. You'll be amazed at your progress. Every effort counts, and before you know it, you'll look back and see how far you've come.
Now let's talk solutions. The most important rule: practice speaking every day, even for just 5 minutes. Consistency builds confidence. Don't wait for the perfect moment or a partner. Start alone. Talk to yourself. Describe what you're doing, narrate your day. Try shadowing. Repeat after audio clips, copying pronunciation and rhythm. Record yourself and listen back. If you can, practice with a friend or join a conversation group. Online language exchanges are great for meeting other learners. Remember, everyone is there to learn, not to judge. Most importantly, change your mindset. Don't wait to be perfect. Start speaking now. Embrace mistakes as progress. Celebrate every small win. Be kind to yourself. Learning a language takes time. Every word you speak is a step forward. Your courage matters more than your grammar. Start today. We've covered a lot today: why speaking is hard, the fear of mistakes, and how to practice. Remember, everyone faces these challenges at some point, and it's completely normal to feel nervous or unsure. The important thing is to keep moving forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. But here's the most important message. Your goal is to connect with people, to share your ideas, your feelings, and your unique perspective with the world. It's not just about understanding English or memorizing grammar rules. Use your voice, it's your power. Every time you speak, you're sharing a part of yourself, and that's something truly valuable. Imagine the doors that open when you speak English confidently: travel, friendships, career opportunities, and the chance to learn from others. Language connects us in ways we can't always predict, and that connection happens through speaking, through real conversations and shared experiences.
So I challenge you. Decide to stop being a silent learner. Start small, say hello, ask a question, tell a short story, or simply introduce yourself to someone new. Every time you speak, you build confidence. Each word you say is a step forward, and every conversation is a chance to grow. The journey starts with a single word, and from there, anything is possible.
Thank you for joining us and taking this step together. You're not alone. Our community is here to support you, encourage you, and celebrate your progress.
Share your experiences in the comments. What's your biggest challenge? What moments have made you proud? What helps you speak more? How do you overcome your fears? Let's learn from each other.
Don't be silent. Speak with passion, speak with power, speak English. Your voice matters, and the world is waiting to hear it.